Hey YouTube fam, how's it going? Thank you so much for joining me for this tarot reading. This round, I'm leaving it wide open. If you're new here, I really enjoy sharing positive vibes. I just dumped so many cards in my lap. Anyway, I love sharing positive vibes and messages of encouragement. That's how I tend to perceive them anyway. So if that sounds exactly what you're needing right about now, thank you for joining me. I appreciate the company. My name is Amy, if you're new here. And yeah, let's see what kind of mischief we can get into this round, eh? Okie dokie. So right off the bat, the unseen has rolled on out. Where are my Claire family members at? And by Claire, I mean clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, claircognizant, all of the Claires. Do you dabble in tarot yourself? I personally have returned to it. I returned to it early last year, and it's been like coming home. You know what I mean? I've always been intrigued by these things, and the cards and these conversations never cease to amaze me, I swear. So hopefully you can relate in what's going on. Either way, I'm pretty sure you've been picking up on a vibe, because this speaks of those who are past, those who were never human, those who have been surrounding you, your ancestors, your spirit guides, the divine universe and all of that, whatever those things mean for you, right? Like, that's what we're talking about, being able to tap into that, being surrounded and cared for by these unseen forces and figuring out what that means for you. So let's see about the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. What is the general positive vibe, words of encouragement to share with the YouTube fam from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck? Go ahead and cut that in half, bottom to top, and expectations. We know this card well around here. Don't seek anyone's approval. The only approval you need is your own, fam. I love this card so much. It's so pretty. They're so cozy. The only approval you needed to exist was called birth, fam. Straight up birth. There you go. Done already from birth, okay? Anyone trying to tell you differently needs to shut the fuck up. I say with love, okay? Because why? Why? Hurt hurts. All too often, they're just yapping at you the crap that they've had rattling around that was jammed into their heads too, right? People do what they know. All too often, they struggle and don't have the strength to evolve past it, right? Not when they've had so many examples their whole lives of giving in and settling and dealing with the fact that you're unhappy, right? And I love that these two cards came up together, because it's almost like representing and reminding that you're never, I mean, it's kind of creepy in a way, I guess, that you're never really alone. The unseen surrounds you. They're trying to take it like you're the MVP. I always say that. You're the MVP. You're the quarterback. They're there to help you if you believe in them, right? Let's see if we can get any kind of clarification. I don't know, maybe. I like to think of the tarot as a story in and of itself. So maybe these two cards, the archetype and the oracle deck, are like a prologue, right? Is each card a chapter? Do we have different parts, different sections of the book going on? I don't know. We're about to find out together, fam. What is the positive vibe message that we can share with the YouTube fam? Okay. What's it there? So the Two of Wands and the Five of Swords jumped out, but they're like right here, not in my lap, but right in front of it, upside down in reverse. So I'm wondering if there's a new beginning that has been in store for you, but you've dealt with so much bullshit, so much conflict and bullshit from people that you're hesitating. It's like you're on the precipice, but you're refusing to take that step or something. What's going on here? What's going on here? What is that? I'm going to set them, I'm just going to set them here so that I can remember that that happened, because what the fuck? And we're going to go ahead and take that as a sign to cut the deck. That's quite a vibe, fam. I don't want to discredit your pain from those experiences, because I'm going to go with it's multiple people, at least 2 people in your past. But the person in the foreground of the 5 of Swords has 3 swords in their possession, and then there's 2 on the ground. So maybe 4 people, because the one of the swords was his own, right? Maybe there are things that you did as well, the part that you played in that conflict and stuff, right? But it's getting in your way either way. It's been tethering you. So what's chapter 1? The 9 of Pentacles. Did I cut the deck? That didn't feel right. I'm sorry, fam. That didn't feel right. Let me cut the deck. Did I already cut the deck? Well, I just did again. The 3 of Wands. There we go. That feels right. There's a want to grow. There's a want to expand. There's passion and drive going on there. There's, I've been living my life and doing my thing, and now I want more. But fear is holding you back. Because the thing, like these 2, like this one has the world literally in the palm of their hand. And this one's like looking out from their vista point, like, it's time to expand across the world. You know, if this were business, it would be like, you know, expanding, you know, to different countries and all of that, a franchise, whatever. It's expansion and growth. And but why, you know, but why? What's chapter 2? New beginnings. New beginnings. See, the Sun card shows up after it's been very dark. You know, like nighttime. But you know what I mean? Like depression, longing, a life of lack or feeling lack, right? Missing out. But also like drama and pain, you know? Betrayal and conflict, right? And it's a new dawn. You are the light. You are the sun. You can ride on out on your own horse and save yourself. You didn't need those wings, baby girl, or, you know, baby boy, like whatever. Baby human, you know, like you can just go out and enjoy a rebirth. Enjoy a new era. Remind yourself that I do want these things. Instead of thinking about and dwelling over the crap that happened that you never want to happen again, and blocking yourself from a new beginning. The 2s are new beginnings. Expand and open up. Open up. Let it happen. It's meant to happen, right? You're meant to grow and evolve. You're meant to be happy, with a life full of joy and love, right? Yeah. What's card 3? Chapter 3, this is the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe this is an expansion from the reading I just read a little bit ago. I need to cough. Excuse me. Okay. Because this Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing. And it's not just like, even like, you know, animals, you know what I mean? Plants, the earth, right? Pentacles are the earth. Pentacles are everything. They're your resources. They're your seeds planted, your dedication, your focus, right? And money, right? But there's even a bunny, and there's like, you know, different animals, right? Cherub. There's a cherub on her throne. But like, is she looking at the pentacle, or is she looking at the earth? You tell me, right? So that's speaking of, right now I'm feeling like this, letting go of these ideas, these previous ideals, what you thought you wanted, you've learned just was not for you. Then what is, right? Let's find out, right? That's the vibe I'm getting right now. And being able to thrive with that. Chapter 4, you know, the second or the fourth part is the Page of Wands. That speaks of inspiration. Like, they're looking at this wand like, what am I going to do with you now? Whatever shall we do? Where shall we go, right? And this light blue sky. It feels light. It feels, you know, in the salamanders on the outfit, like it feels like a breath of fresh air. Like these two could go so well together, but we have the Queen of Pentacles sandwiched between them, and I like it. What's coming up underneath the Three of Wands? The 10 of freaking Pentacles. Okay, so that isn't just a 10, you know, talking about a completion of a cycle and with an end comes new beginnings. It's a legacy. It's all of that hard work, all of that growth that just continues. You know, we have generations of a family, possible family, being represented here, even the dogs, you know what I mean? But they're white dogs, so that can speak of wisdom, innocence, you know? Trying to do what's right, trying to do what's best. But white is also a color, it's like a rainbow, right? It's all the colors, everything. It's a pentacles, everything. And isn't that Virgo? And the earth? That's very like, Virgos are not only very, very, very analytical. Hey. This isn't all signs reading. You don't have to be a Virgo to be here. But they can also be the caregiver. They can also be perfectionists. And this is speaking of your family, whatever your family is, your community, whoever it is that you consider part of your responsibility in your life is cared for. It's not just this queen thriving. It's everyone thriving. It's all of us or none of us, fam, right? What's coming up underneath the Sun card? The 9 of Wands. There we go. 10 and 9 make 19. But this is also speaking on this stuff. But instead of being stuck there, stuck and holding back that new beginning, this is speaking of healing, right? We can't get to the 10 without that 9. And this 9 is speaking of taking all of that passion and all of that pain and the want and the drive that you've had, that longing that you've had for whatever it is that you'd rather, right? So that you can heal. This is a chance to have, to be able to defend yourself and to be in a safe space where new ideas, where a new beginning can take root, right? This is doors closing. Being like, fucking finally, right? Like, god damn, that was a lot of work. Fuck. But wait, there's more, right? This is taking a breather. This is healing. This is resiliency. but still connected to that passion. Figuring out where that longing needs to be pointed to, and okay, now we're gonna live. We're done waiting. It's time to live. What's coming up underneath the Queen of Pentacles? The Page of Cups. Lighten the fuck up. Lighten up. Just dude's talking to a fish. Like, lighten up. What's going on? Was there a whirlwind? Was there a hurricane of whatever the heck? And now we got fishes in cups? But the water's calm behind them. It's just flowing. So to me right now, especially coming up under that nurturing Queen of Pentacles, this is speaking third, how to go with the flow. Learn how to not be so scared that you can't even step into new beginnings. You're cock blocking yourself from life, fam, right? Let it go. Enjoy yourself again. Come what may, you know how to handle it, right? Like, let's have some fun again. You've got your soul family. You've been having your chance to heal. Now it's time to laugh. It's time to giggle, whatever that sounds and looks like for you. And just enjoy yourself. This could be a message of love coming in. But that could also be speaking of the progression of self-love, right? Of just allowing love, generally speaking, no strings attached, no specifics, no titles, just love in your life. Romanticizing your life. Feeding that flame, stoking it with air, but also going with the flow of life. Life is gonna life. This is your life, okay? Enjoy it. You're supposed to. What's coming up underneath that Page of Wands? The Seven of Wands. Now, this speaks of like it kind of looks like they're on top of the world, right? Who's gonna take you down when you're on the top of the dang world? No one. Fuck them. This is sticking to it. Not giving up because somebody's going, what are you doing? I don't understand. Well, that's okay. You don't have to. You know, you don't need to be rude about it. I'm being silly because, you know, it's YouTube. It's a bit performative at times, right? But this is like sticking to your guns, defending yourself, your own honor, and remembering that you have every right to, right? Because they're not the one doing the hard work. They're not the ones who have gone through your shit, unless they're the ones that are part of this Five of Swords fan. Then they can fuck all the way off, right? It doesn't matter if people can't understand what you're going through, what they're, you know, you're not doing what they think you should be doing. You're not working the job that they think you should be working and stuff, but you weren't happy. Now it's about figuring out what makes you happy, because figuring that out is going to enable you for the rest of your life. Period. So if somebody wants to question you, if they want to talk some shit, fuck them. Let them. Let them, fam. And they can take it to the mirror while they're at it, because this is not the time to change your mind. This is the time to heal and enjoy knowing who you are and what you're here for. And that is to thrive. To thrive. So you enjoy your new beginnings. You enjoy them because you're impervious now. You are impervious now. Okay? What's the epilogue to this tale? The Seven of Swords. That's 2 sevens on the table right now, though. Plus we have 27. I knew there was a different 7 somewhere. This card, this is the Thief of the Tarot. This card speaks of betrayal, hurt, and lies, disagreements. But I'm just showing you the back of the card the whole dang time. But the thing about this card for me is it's in broad daylight, right? Broad daylight. They're not hiding anything. That is this card, this particular printing and stuff is just, that is bright, right? They're not hiding anything. To me, this is taking what you've learned from all of this crap and getting the heck out of Dodge, making off like a bandit. That's what my positive vibes likes to view it as. Going, okay, you know what? You have your way of thinking and your way of doing things. So here's a couple of swords you can keep for yourselves. But I'm going to collect up all this wisdom that I've gained from this experience in dealing with you motherfuckers. And I'm going to move the heck on to a better place and a better life without your toxicity, without your bullshit. And I'm going to claim my new beginning and my passions and my drive with my wits about me, knowing who the heck I am. And it's not, but also like being able to recognize someone's shit without judgment, because it doesn't matter. And ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, what they got going on and their bullshit and their trauma and their whatever, like, you've already tried to be there for them and they took advantage of you, didn't they? They took you for granted at the very fucking least, and they insulted your intelligence. Like I already said, part of my language, but fuck them, all right? Make off like a bandit in the beautiful sunlight, because here comes the sun. Do, 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 do. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. This person's pretty darn content about it, okay? They know what they're doing. And same thing with, quite frankly, this person in the foreground. I call this the fuck around and find out card. If you hadn't done that, I wouldn't have had to put an end to this. Because no, right? No. All right. What are the extra notes to this? This is moving on in January of 2025, fam. Let's go ahead and cut this deck in half. And someone else's demons think you smell good. All right. That means AKA someone's negativity has been wearing you down. And you need to get away from them if you can. Deuces that shit, okay? If you can, please do. And the other card is speaking of love. So we're going to come back to this Page of Cups over here, but also all of these wands. Of 9 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are wands. But then don't forget, we also had this 2 of wands coming over, being like, I'm trying to do something here. So there's definitely a lot of passion going on. But this is quoting the chorus of a song called 1,000 Years by Christina Perri, I think it is. It might be on one of the Twilight soundtracks. I don't know, maybe. But heart beats fast, colors and promises. It's time to be brave and bold with your wands and your fire, with that air mixed in here and there to stoke those flames. It's time to not let anyone take this away. My notes are, this is not only about self-love. This is about lifetimes soulmate action too, which could be friends. It could be your soul, family. Remember, I already mentioned whatever that is for you, whatever that looks like. This could be friends who have become your chosen family. It's been a minute now for someone, hasn't it? It's been a minute since you've really opened up, because all of this pain has kept you kind of, it's not that you haven't been living, it's not that you haven't been doing your thing, but you closed yourself off from certain things because of that shit. It was a lot of conflict and a lot of crap, and no one's going to blame you for it. But heal and move on. It is time for a new era, and you have every right to defend yourself for this, okay? All right? Handle things with grace and respect and love, and you're not doing anything wrong, okay? You do you, and you enjoy the self. The end of an era is the beginning of a new era, isn't it? Oh, fam, thank you so much for joining me in this reading. I really appreciate the company. And always remember, that I love you.